So this morning I woke up and just had no energy. And I'm thankful that I had a lower key evening because I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I've got a really busy day planned in terms of clients and just making sure that I show up for those who I'm seeing today. And I had a hard choice to make. The choice that I was sitting with is, okay, am I going to kind of stay in this place of lethargy or am I going to make my body move? And I started looking at my poor little dog this morning who desperately loves going on walks. And so I was like, okay, here's my workout, buddy. Let's go in on and go for a walk. So we went for a walk, and usually this is one of those days where I usually do a little bit of weight training just to kind of build some strength and to make sure that I don't have a lot of back pain. And on the middle of my walk, I started to have shifts going on in my head. And so, what I wanted to talk about today is how do we have a life that we're building that we don't have to recover from? So, welcome back. I'm happy to have you back. And if you're walking with me in this journey, you already know I'm a therapist who's recently diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. So, I'm just kind of in a topsy turvy kind of place, just trying to figure out my body, trying to learn it all again. Also, just trying to navigate the world in terms of all of my duties as a Black woman and running a business. So, oh, it's been a wild ride. So I appreciate you coming back. So, yeah, how do we build a life that we're not constantly recovering from? Because if we are part of this whole system that we're kind of raised to be engaged in, now, I'm talking about that hustle culture where it's like you go get it, you want it, you get it, you do it, make it happen, and nobody else is going to make it happen for you. My mom growing up used to say, nobody's going to take care of your business like you. So handle your business. And so I grew up with that hustle culture, make it happen. I'm from New Orleans, I'm from the Lower Nine. We know how to work hard. That's one thing that we do really well. We know how to eat, we know how to have a party, and we know how to work really hard. So as I've been in this place of managing, figuring out two autoimmune disorders, I've been in the process of figuring out how do I honor my body? How do I honor all the things that it's going through? I also try to process some of my trauma in terms of pressures that I put on myself as a Black woman, but also meet the needs here and now. Like I still have to work, I still have to eat, I still have kids, I still have a husband, I still have responsibilities. So how do I move forward without completely engaging in hustle culture, falling too much into that trap of the strong Black woman, but then also not just falling off the bat, being lazy, being weak, worthless, all these things. Where's the happy middle? And so I'm in that process of trying to figure it out in real time. So maintenance, like what do you do? How do we build this life that we don't have to constantly recover from? One of the ways that you do that is through a maintenance plan. And so as I'm walking with my dog, I'm just barely going. My dog, he's in such a good mood. He's like, oh, hi, oh. He's just kind of, he's just walking. He's happy. He's smelling his flower. He's smelling his thing. He's just doing his thing. And as I'm just watching him, he's just adorable. And I'm out with my kids. They're also walking, one of them skating, and the sun is rising. It's beautiful. So I'm in this place where number one, first off the bat, I'm getting some fresh air, which is important. I'm also watching the sunrise. I'm in this place where probably a lot of y'all are like, what do you mean you watch the sunrise, Virginia? What I mean is that the sunrise had already happened, but I'm watching the sky kind of start to change colors. It's beautiful. It's a lovely morning. It's not super hot yet. And as I'm in that process of just being out with some of my favorite people in the world and being outdoors, I am actually moving my body. Then I was like, you know, maybe when I get back, maybe I can do a stretch routine because my body still kind of feels lethargic. I'm still not feeling the best. I know I got a long day. I want to conserve my energy, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm taking some time to do something really good for me so that I'm focused, I have clarity, and I'm able to work in a way that has me showing up and me being present. And so as I'm in that process of just trying to be present with my own body, I'm watching my sweet little dog, I'm watching my girls, and just witnessing the day happening, the miracle of the day. It was happening in real time. And I was part of that process. And so as the world started to kind of open up, I felt my nervous system open up because I was actually being present with it. So that's one thing that I would highly recommend to you is just starting to find a way of getting connected to the natural rhythms of the earth. How can we be present with it? The more that we're doing that, the less that we're relying on all these different lights and these screens and things, the more that our body is able to move into maintenance because we're not just holding ourselves. We're actually moving together in a process with the entire world. Okay. So I'm walking with my sweet dog, again, my kids out skating. My body's just like slowly starting to wake up more and more. I'm like, you know what? A good stretch would be really nice. That would be very gentle. You've got a lot going on today. You don't need to just try to do some sort of fitness goal just to, again, be part of that hustle culture. So, but I also didn't want to just stay kind of stuck either. I felt like my body still needed to do some more movement. So we got home, and by the time we got home, I had a little bit of energy, which surprised me. I was also feeling just a little bit stiff in my back and shoulders. I was like, oh, I probably have some stress that's sitting there. I just need to move. And as I sat with my body and I was just present with my own nervous system, I was like, you know what? One of the things that I know will automatically kind of knock some of this tension out of my shoulders and my upper back is doing some of those exercises that my chiropractor recommended. And so I have a weight training uh, regimen that I do. And so I just the whole body, I didn't do anything super crazy. I'm not sitting there like really just trying to do this for some sort of fitness thing. I really just took some time to do this for what does my body need now? How can I be present with it? How can I help her? How can I show her what that I'm here for her and to take some time to care for her by moving into my maintenance routine? And so I went on ahead and took my supplements, drank my water, which is reminding me right now that I have just a little bit left. I'm going to try to get that in real quick in real time. Getting in that water, making sure that my body is really well hydrated. If I don't start off that way in the morning, I'm just playing catch up the rest of the day, and it just in there feels good. And I have a busy day. I don't have time to play catch up. So I want to make sure that my body's really well hydrated. So my body was already warmed up because I went for that walk or just a nice gentle walk with my dog. Then I was like, okay, let me go in and do my routine. But again, I'm not going to be, trying to meet some sort of fitness goal. I want to really just be present with each and every single muscle for my body. Find out what it means. Be a little bit slower, be a little bit more gentle, be a little bit more intentional today. And so I took that time to do that. By about maybe 20 minutes in, I started noticing like I got this rush of energy. I was like, whoa, where's that coming from? I'm like, okay, all right, I'm in sync with my body. My mind, my body's connected. I'm not walking. I'm gonna walk through the day partially dissociated. And so when I say dissociation, I just mean being checked out, being in autopilot. I don't want to be an autopilot as I'm engaging with my clients and my family. I want to be able to be present. I want to be focused. I want to be here. Okay. So I started having more energy. And so I was like, okay, I actually can do my regular routine. So probably that last 15 to 20 minutes or so, I just did my regular routine. I had a really great stretch at the end. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's do this day. I'm ready for it. And so as I was sitting with this, I was really sitting with this process that I talk with a lot of my clients about. And sometimes we talk about what we need to do when we're in crisis, but we don't always talk about our maintenance plan. Our maintenance plan should not be something that okay, let me just try to push myself and force myself to meet some sort of societal standards. Your maintenance plan should be based upon what your body needs. I know that there are certain supplements I need to take because my body just has a difficult time to absorb them, the food that I'm eating. So I took my supplements this morning. I made sure to get some water and I made sure to get some sunshine in. I made sure to get some weight training in, some stretching this morning, some gentle movement this morning. So these are just things that I noticed right off the bat that I needed for my nervous system. Also, I know for part of my day, I have to make sure that I stay hydrated throughout the day. The other thing that I know that I need is I also need to make sure that I have high quality snacks. So for my nervous system, again, this is not necessarily for everybody, but I know my nervous system needs to eat pretty frequently, but needs to eat smaller meals. And so I had that fact. I actually went to a restaurant that I love that just had lots of really fresh foods. And they made me a nice meze platter and a bowl of soup. And so I have that this morning as well, just to have something gentle in my stomach to get the day started. But I've got that nice meze platter with lots of healthy fats in it so that I have things to sustain throughout the day. And I'm not trying to rush to go get something or usually when I don't have a plan, that's when I'm trying to grab some sort of sugary, junky something or another because I'm like, I need it. I okay. So, but if we plan ahead, then we have all these really yummy things that our nervous system needs so that we can feel refreshed, we can feel present, and be ready to do the day. So I hope that I've said something that's been helpful to you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I do ask that you take some time to do that right now. If you came here high and energetic, I'm ready to do the day. I've had my playlist going. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready, but not in a sense of like, oh, I gotta, handle it. I'm not in that place. I just feel ready. I just feel okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right. So that's just my energy and where I'm at today. I'm so grateful for that. And my name is Virginia. I'm a licensed mental health therapist. I really appreciate this time that you've taken with me today. I ask that you find something to do for you to take really good care of yourself and to take care of those that are in your life. So, thanks so much.